with DJ Designs, and today I'm going to show you just some of the earrings that I'm working on for my vendor show, my upcoming vendor show this Saturday. It is in Fort Myers. I don't have to travel. Woohoo! And basically, I'm going to show you the layered or layers of wood on acrylic. Look at that. Wow. And it's very easy. It looks really nice, but it really isn't that difficult. And this is a file that I got on Etsy, but I will put a link in the description. And these are more that I'm working on. And also, I tried to do a paint job on so they wouldn't be so plain. So anyway, stay tuned and I'll show you some new techniques. Okay, this is my take on how I'm doing this. Like I said, I did see this online, one of the YouTube videos. I forget the name of the YouTuber that did this. I'm just cutting a piece of painter's tape, and this is the wide painter's tape. I think it's 2 inches, if I'm not mistaken. And what I like to do is to tape it down, and I'm putting it on a piece of paper first. I think the way she suggested, she wanted you to tape it down on the bed of the laser, but I didn't think that the tape would really stick that well, so I said, okay, well, let me do it on a piece of paper and test this out. Okay. All right, kind of hard to get this tape started. And I'm taping the sticky side up, taping that down. Make sure your line is straight, okay? And I did a test cut. This is the test cut that I did. It looks like I think I did it in 4-piece strips. And then I did the walnut in the middle. And make sure you put it as close as possible. It's very important that it's close as possible. And the 3rd piece, make sure that's close as possible, okay? All right, once you're satisfied with your layers, then you want to do a top piece, okay? So, and this will keep it together as the laser is lasering. And you do a top piece like that, okay? All right, and I kind of, want to take my hand and just trying to find the seams. And then I take a marking pencil. It's like a chalk pencil you use, I guess, with sewing. You want to use something like a ruler, and you want to just use this chalk pencil, and you want to make a chalk marking of, you don't have to do this, but I chose to do this because I want my wood centered, and that's why it's important to kind of mark it so you know with your hand, so you know where to put that chalk mark. So this way here, my laser, the camera will see the marking so I can center my piece, okay? And you just do it lightly, okay? All right, let's take this to the laser. Okay, I got them cut in the laser. Looked like I did a pretty good job lining up the lines, so that's the purpose of, excuse me, doing a chalk mark. And you only want to take the top layer off because you still want to keep that together, because you're going to put that UV resin, okay? All right, that looks good. Let me get the other one. And another good reason why you want to put the chalk the lines is because you know which one is the top and which one is the back, okay? Although you can figure it out. All right, I'm going to put my UV resin on. And we're gonna put this under the UV light, and I'm sure you probably can do this with the 2-part resin as well, but for the sake of this video, so that I could show you right quick how to do this, we're going to do this with the Let's Resin UV resin, okay? And I'm just basically putting, you know, good amount on there because I want to get like a dome effect. And I think I got enough, and I just want to spread it out a little bit and get the bubbles. And if you're using mirrored acrylic, you definitely want to get the bubbles because they will show up. They will definitely show up and show out. Okay. And some people use a lighter to get the bubbles out, but I find if I just hit them like that, that's good too. But the lighter is good too. But you don't always have to pull that lighter out when you are working with UV resin. Okay. All right, look like I got that pretty good. I'm going to do the other one, and I'm going to get this in my UV resin lamp. Okay. Okay, the epoxy UV resin is dry. That looks great. Just slight little bubbles, but that's okay. Next time I'll use my lighter, and I won't see it at all. But it does look good. It looks really good. So I have the tops to these. I decided to do it in the walnut wood so it'll coordinate with the strip. Oh, first of all, now the back, you can paint it or you can leave it as it is. But I decided, I think I might leave it as it is because it's pretty, looks pretty good. I'll just wipe that with a little alcohol. And look, it doesn't even bend. I didn't even have to put glue in the middle, and it's very sturdy. So that's a step you don't have to do when you're doing this layered acrylic and wood. Okay, and I think I will just use the brass hardware. And this is walnut wood, by the way, 3mm walnut. And it's one of my favorite woods other than the basswood, the 3mm basswood, because I like the texture on it, okay? It gives your earrings a nice professional look. Okay. Okay, I had a little trouble getting this on. I think I need to make the holes a little bit bigger or further apart. I don't want to have to change to a bigger jump ring, so I just had to maneuver that. Okay. All right, so we're going to put the earring wire, and I'm using the same type of brass hooks. I got these from Hobby Lobby. They are my favorite ones. They always have the 50% off sale, so I usually stock up when I go for other things that I need. Always find something in Hobby Lobby. All right, so that's basically all you have to do. That is easy enough once you get that taping down. I do like this 2-inch tape, and I did get it from Amazon, and it's perfect for something like this. Look at that. Wow. All right, and I decided to do some pink and green because I do a lot of the AKA events, and I'm just experimenting with this. I'm going to put some UV resin on it to see how it looks. I think I want to put another color in the middle, but that looks pretty good. Okay, and once again we're going to leave the back on because we need to stabilize that. I'll put the UV resin on and I'll be right back. Okay, I did a couple more designs for this vendor show that I have coming up Saturday. And I sold a lot in Houston, so I have to kind of replenish a lot of the ones that I sold, some of the favorites. And I wanted to do some new designs. Okay. So this is how the other style came out. I really like that. That looks nice. This acrylic that I got from Houston Acrylic when I was in Houston is absolutely wonderful. It cuts really well. Everything I have made, every pair of earrings I've made in this acrylic has come out just wonderfully. Okay. All right, like I said, you can paint the back if you want. I'm not, because it has a neat clean back, and you do see the other side of the wood and the acrylic, and it's a nice clean cut, so it's okay to leave it unpainted, but you certainly could paint it if you'd like. I probably would do the sides. I think I'm going to do the sides maybe in gold when I finish this video. I won't do this on camera. Okay. All right, so I just took the tape off, and now I'm going to use the gold. I think the gold will look really good. Even silver would look pretty good with this as well. But I want to try the gold, and I'm going to use these tops that goes with this set, and I'll put a link so you can find these laser cut file. Okay, had to push that in a little bit. I do need to make this hole a tad bit bigger so that it would go in easier. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that on the next one because it's a little difficult to get in. Let's see what we got. This is the first time I'm cutting 6mm walnut. I wanted something thicker. Ooh, nice. Okay. Okay, we're gonna embellish one of these. I'm using the Treasure Gold paint. It is the gold. Let's see. Yeah, it's gold. And all I'm doing is I'm going by rows. And in the first row, I'm just gonna embellish. I'm just taking the brush and randomly just painting, as you can see. Trying to copy the other one. And I'm skipping one, and then I'm going to the next one, and then I wanted to paint the base part, and just randomly doing brush strokes and go along the edges to define the edges. Okay. That's basically all you do with that. Nothing special. And I'm going to paint the back because why not? And I'll do the same thing. I'll get this finished and I'll be right back for the hardware. Okay, I decided to use the pinch bill clips. I don't know if I'm going to change this later, but I think I like the pinch bill clips on this. My favorite clips. And I'll just stick that on. Doesn't want to go on. There it is. All right, so I knocked down another pair. That looks good. Okay, and this is the 6mm walnut. I wanted to try the thicker walnut because I'm always using 3mm. And this is a wood conditioner because it looked kind of ashy. And I wanted to condition it to bring out the natural color. Look at that. That looks good. And I think, I don't know, I might want to do the pinch bill clips on this too. but yeah, look at that natural wood. I like the thicker wood. It gives it a richer, more professional look. So let me try it with the gold, and if not, I'll try the brass. I do have brass as well. I was able to find brass because I was doing a lot of wood, and I think the brass looks really good with the pinch bell clips as well. So let's just take a quick look to see how this looks. But and off camera, I think I'll try it with the antique brass to see which one looks better, or maybe I'll just do both so that the customer can have a choice of which, if they want the brass or do they want the antique brass, or they want just the gold tone. So I will decide that later, but I'm just doing this for the sake of the video. Now look at that, and I don't have to do any touch-ups or anything. Look how nice and thick, and it's still relatively very lightweight. This is going to be a favorite. It's a good everyday ring too, earring. Okay, I'm going to get the other one done. Okay, I got the pinch bell clips on. I think I like this. I am going to try it with the antique brass just to see if there's any difference in it. Fix that camera. Okay, and okay, this will conclude my tutorial and my well, actually I was just showing you what I'm doing for my vendor show coming up this Saturday. It is in Fort Myers. I don't have to travel, but I like the way these came out, and this is the first time I tried this I guess it's called inlay layers of wood and acrylic, but you can certainly use any types of woods or acrylic. And look at that. Wow, very pleased with that. And this is how the pink and green turned out. I'm not sure if I want to do the other one, but I'm gonna fool around with this to see what else I want to do. Okay, all right, this will conclude my tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please subscribe so that you can be notified on any future tutorials, and also join my membership for membership only exclusive tutorials. They also include free designs that I use when I do my tutorials. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.